Good morning, my dear students. Welcome to Gurudeva Online classes. I am Surya. Dear children, now let us continue the topic, that is acids, bases and salts. Dear children, as we have discussed in the last class regarding the acids, bases and what about the indicators, right? Here acids, they are sour in taste, right? And here bases, they are bitter in taste and they are soapy to touch. Here indicators, these are the substances, they are special kind of substances which is used to check whether the given solution is acidic in nature or basic in nature. And also we have discussed about there are two kinds of the indicators. One is natural indicator and another one is, that is synthetic indicator. In a natural indicators, here we are discussing only about the three indicators, that is litmus, turmeric and the China rose indicator. So regarding these three indicators, today we are going to discuss in our class. In the first one, that is litmus. Here litmus, it is one of the natural dye. Here natural dye is nothing but it is naturally available indicator. It is having the certain color. Dye is nothing but color. The most commonly used indicator is, that is litmus indicator. Dear children, we are obtaining this litmus from the plant lichens. Okay, from the plant lichens we are obtaining the litmus indicator. Look at this picture. This is the plant lichens. We are obtaining the litmus indicator from this plant. Dear children, here litmus, it is purple in color or it is mauve in color. Okay, a litmus indicator, it is purple in color in a distilled water. Then what it will happens when this litmus indicator, it is used for the acidic solutions. When this litmus indicator added to the acidic solution, it will turn into red. And when it is added to the basic solution, it will turn into blue color. Here this is the effect of the litmus indicator. Means here when litmus indicator is added to the acidic solution, it will be turned into red color. When it is added to the basic solution, it will turn into blue color. Dear children, we will check how does the litmus indicator it has been using. When it is added to the acidic solutions, what it will happens. When it is added to the basic solution, what it will happens. Which are the colors we are getting. Now let us discuss by doing one of the activity, that is activity 5.1. Now let us do the activity. Dear children, now let us do the activity 5.1. To do this activity, here I had got some of the solutions. That is, I had got the lemon juice. As we know, lemon juice, it is containing the acid, citric acid, right? Next, basis solution I have got, that is soap solution and the baking soda solutions. These two are the bases I had used in this activity. Okay. Next, also I had used the salt solution, sugar solution, tap water and distilled water. These four solutions also I had used in this activity. Now let us check what it will happen when we dip the blue color litmus paper and the red color litmus paper in these solutions. Now let us check. Dear children, when we dip the red color litmus paper and the blue color litmus paper, what is the effect? Now let us see here. See, this is the red color litmus paper and this is the blue color litmus paper. When we dip in a lemon juice, this is the lemon juice, means it is a acidic solution. Okay, these two are the bases. This is the baking soda solution and this is the soap solution. These two are the bases I had used. I had used the sugar solution, salt solution. This is the tap water. This is the distilled water solution. Now let us check what is the effect of these solution on a litmus paper. Now let us see what is the effect of these two litmus paper in a acidic solution. First I will dip the blue color litmus paper. Yes, dear children, you have observed that here the blue color litmus paper, it will be turns into red color. What does it indicate? Here it will indicate that this solution is acidic solution. Okay, acidic solution, it will turns the blue color litmus paper into red. Now let us dip the red color litmus paper. This is the red color litmus paper. I will dip in a acidic solution. What is the effect? Now let us see. Yes, dear children, you have observed that there is no change in color. Means, yeah, red color litmus paper, it doesn't turn into any color when it is kept in a acidic solutions. Okay, there is no effect of the red color litmus paper on acids. Here, acids, they will turn the blue color litmus paper into red. Yes, dear children, now let us dip the red color litmus paper and the blue color litmus paper in a basic solution. We will dip the red color litmus paper in a soap solution first. Yes, dear children, you have observed that here red color litmus paper, it will be turns into blue color. What does it indicate? It indicates that a soap solution is a basic in nature. Means soap solutions, they will turn the red color litmus paper into blue. Now let us test with the blue color litmus paper. Now I will test this same solution with the blue color litmus paper. Now I will dip in a soap solution. Does it change or does it affect the blue color litmus paper? Now let us see here. Yes, dear children, you have observed that here there is no effect on the blue color litmus paper. When we dip the red color litmus paper in any basic solutions, here now I am dipping in a baking soda solution. This is the baking soda solutions. See, look at here. Yeah, red color litmus paper, it will be turns into blue color. What does it indicate? Means these two solutions, means soap solution and baking soda solutions, they are basic in nature. They will turn the red color litmus paper into blue color. See, they will turn the red color litmus paper into blue color. Now let us test with the other solution. That is, now let us dip the red color litmus paper and the blue color litmus paper in the remaining 4 solutions. Children, now let us dip the red color litmus paper and the blue color litmus paper in a salt solution, sugar solution, in a tap water and distilled water. What is the effect of these two litmus paper in 4 solutions? Now let us see. Now I will dip the blue color litmus paper in a salt solutions. Yes, see, there is no change in color, right? Now I will dip the red color litmus paper in a salt solutions. So here also there is no change in color, right? There is no effect of the red color litmus paper and the blue color litmus paper in a salt solution, right? Now I will dip the red color litmus paper in a sugar solution. See, here also there is no effect of the litmus paper and a sugar solution. Now I will dip the blue color litmus paper. Blue color litmus paper I will dip in this. Is there any change in color? No. Here blue color also it will remain same. It will be indicate that sugar solution also there is no effect of the litmus paper. Yes, now I will dip the blue color litmus paper in a tap water. Yes, here there is no effect of the blue color litmus paper on a tap water. Yes, now I will dip the red color litmus paper in a tap water. Yes, here also there is no effect of the red color litmus paper. Yes, dear children, now I will test with the distilled water. This is the distilled water. Now I will keep the red color litmus paper in a distilled water. Is there any change in color? No, it will be remains the red color itself. Now I will dip the blue color litmus paper in a distilled water. Here also there is no effect of the litmus paper on a distilled water. Yes, dear children, in activity 5.1 we have observed that here the litmus indicator it will be available in a 2 form. One is that is in the paper strips, right? And another one it is available in the solution form. Here these are the litmus paper which are available in the paper strip form. Okay, here this is the red litmus paper. Look at here, this is the red color litmus paper, red litmus paper, and this is the blue litmus paper. Okay, dear children, here this litmus also it will be available in solution form. Look at this picture. These are the solution form of the litmus. That is red litmus solution and the blue litmus solution. Dear children, here the litmus it will be available in two form. One is in a paper strip form and the other one is that is in a solution form. And dear children, as we have observed that the activity when blue color litmus paper when it is added to the acids. Okay, here the blue color litmus paper it will be turns into red color. We have seen that here when we use the blue color litmus paper, when we dip the blue color litmus paper in the lemon juice, as I said, lemon juice it is containing the citric acid, right? So when blue litmus paper when it is dipped in acids, here blue color litmus paper it will be turns into red color. We have observed that activity, right? Next, we also observed that when we dip the red color litmus paper in acidic solution, there is no change at all, right? Here the acids it will turn blue color litmus paper into red, but there is no effect of the red color litmus paper in the acids. Next one, that is when the red color litmus paper when it is added to the bases. Here what we have observed, here red color litmus paper it will turns into blue color. This indicates that here the red color litmus paper it will turns into blue color when we dip in the basic solutions. Okay, and here there is no effect of blue color litmus paper in the bases. We have observed in that activity. So when we dip the blue color litmus paper in bases, there is no change. It will remains the blue itself, right? Here the major effect is when we dip the blue color litmus paper in acidic solutions, it will turns into red color, and there is no effect of the red color litmus paper here, right? And here next one, that is when we dip the red color litmus paper in the basic solution, then red color litmus paper it will be turns into blue color, and here there is no effect of blue color litmus paper in the basic solutions. These are the points we have learned by doing this activity, right? And dear children, you have observed that there is no effect of the litmus in some of the solutions. For example, we have used the sugar solution, right? Sugar solution, salt solution, distilled water, tap water. These are the four solutions we have used. So when we dip the red color litmus paper and the blue color litmus paper in these four solutions, here there is no effect of litmus paper, right? When we dip these two kinds of the litmus paper in a distilled water, sugar solution, salt solution and tap water, when we dip these two kinds of the litmus paper, they doesn't change its color. It indicates that these solutions we are considering as the neutral solution. Okay, neutral solution is nothing but, so when we dip the two kind of the litmus paper in these solutions, that doesn't show any effect of the litmus. So those kind of the solutions we are calling as the neutral solution. This is all about the one of the natural indicator, that is litmus. Okay, now let us move on to the next one, that is turmeric indicator. Yes, dear children, now let us discuss about the another one kind of the natural indicator, that is turmeric indicator. Dear children, now let us prepare the turmeric indicator by using the filter paper and the turmeric powder. Now let us do the activity 5.2. Children, now let us move on to the next activity, that is activity 5.2. That is, we will discuss about the how to prepare the turmeric indicator. Here, to do this activity, we need turmeric powder with little amount of the water. Now let us do the activity 5.2. Take a tablespoon of the turmeric powder. Add little quantity of water to it and make a paste. Later, you have to apply this paste on a filter paper. On this filter paper, you have to apply this paste. Make the turmeric paper by depositing the turmeric paste on the filter paper. Here on the filter paper, I had applied the turmeric paste. Now the turmeric paper is ready and allow this to dry for few minutes. Cut the filter paper into paper strips. Now by using these paper strips, these are the turmeric indicator paper strips. Now I will dip these turmeric indicator paper strips. In acidic solutions I will dip, and I will also dip in the basic solutions. Here acidic solutions I had used the lemon juice, and the basic solution is soap solutions. It is the effect of turmeric indicator in acidic solutions. Now let us see here. See, when we dip the turmeric indicator in acidic solutions, it will be remains yellow itself, means there is no change in the color. Okay, now I will dip this in a basic solutions. This turmeric indicator now will dip in a basic solutions. Yes, dear children, you have observed that here the turmeric indicator, it will be turns into red color. It indicates that a turmeric indicator, when it is dipped in a basic solutions, it will be turns into red color. Yes, dear children, in the activity 5.2 we have observed that here when the turmeric paper strip indicator, when it is dipped in a acidic solutions, here there is no change in color, means they will be remains yellow only, right? So when we dip in a basic solutions, they will be turns into red color. So this is the effect of the turmeric indicator in acidic solutions and the basic solutions. Now let us go on to the next natural indicator, that is China rose indicator. Yes, dear children, now let us go on to the next one natural indicator, that is China rose indicator. Dear children, we will prepare the China rose indicator by using the China rose petals. Here China rose petals is nothing but that is hibiscus flower. By using the hibiscus flower, we can prepare the China rose indicator. Now let us prepare the China rose indicator with the one of the activity, that is activity 5.3. Children, now let us do the activity 5.3. To do this activity, we need the China rose petal. You keep the petals of the hibiscus flower in a container and keep hot water to it. You have to leave the beaker for 5 to 10 minutes. Later, you will observe that the color of the petals will be completely dissolved in the hot water. Here, I had made the solutions by using the hibiscus flower. This is the China rose indicator. Here, the colored petals of the hibiscus plant, hibiscus flower, I had used. This is only the China rose indicator. Now let us discuss what is the effect of China rose indicator on acids and bases. Dear children, this is the acidic solution and this is the basic solutions. Now let us see what is the effect of the China rose indicator on acids and bases. Now let us see here. So I will add the China rose indicator to the acidic solution. We have observed that when I add the China rose indicator to the acidic solutions, they will be turns into pink color. Now I will add the China rose indicator to the bases. It is the color of this solution. Children, you have observed that the color of the solution, it will be turns into green color. Yes, dear children, we have noticed in that activity when China rose indicator, when it is added to the acids, they will turns into pink color. Okay, when it is added to the bases, they will turns into green color. So this is the effect of the China rose indicator on the acidic solutions and the basic solutions. Yes, dear children, up here you have know about the what are the natural indicators. We have know about the natural indicators, that is litmus indicator and the turmeric indicator. At last we have know about the China rose indicator. So what is the effect of these three indicators on the acidic solutions and the basic solutions we have discussed, right? Now let us go on to the synthetic indicator. We will discuss only about the phenolphthalein indicator. Okay, regarding the methyl orange indicator, you can learn in higher classes. Here the phenolphthalein indicator, it is one of the synthetic indicator, means by using the chemicals here we have prepared, that is synthetically. Now let us discuss what is the effect of the phenolphthalein indicator on acidic solution and the basic solution. Here when the phenolphthalein indicator, when it is added to the acidic solutions, here it will become colorless, means there is no change in the color. Then here when the phenolphthalein indicator, when it is added to the basic solutions, they will be turns into pink color. Okay, here the phenolphthalein indicator, when it is added to the acidic solution, is natural indicator we have discussed, right? And also we have discussed about the synthetic indicator. Phenolphthalein, one of the synthetic indicator we have discussed. Now let us discuss about the what is the effect of these natural indicators and the synthetic indicators on acidic solutions and the basic solutions. Now let us discuss here. Dear children, now let us discuss about the what is the effect of the indicator on acids and the bases. Now let us discuss here. Litmus paper, when it is added to the acidic solutions, here the blue color litmus paper, it will turn into red color. And when the litmus paper, when it is added to the basic solution, here the red color litmus paper, it will be turns into blue color, right? Next, that is turmeric indicator. The turmeric indicator, when we are added to the acidic solutions, here there is no change in color, means they will remain yellow itself. Okay, when they are added to the basic solutions, here they will turn into red color. Next one, that is China rose indicator. Here China rose indicator, when we are added to the acidic solution, when we add it to the acids, they will turn into green color. And when they are added to the basic solution or when they are added to the bases, they will turn into green color, right? And the last, that is synthetic indicator, that is phenolphthalein indicator. When we add it to the acids, there is no change in color, that is colorless, right? So when they are added to the bases, it will turn into pink color. So these are the effect of the indicator on acidic solution and the basic solutions. Now let us move on to the next concept. Yes, dear children, now let us discuss about the next concept, that is about the acid rain. Here acid rain is nothing but the rain containing the excess amount of the acids. Means where does these acids, it will be enters into the rainwater. Here, dear children, as we know, here India, it is one of the biggest population country, right? Here the population of the India, it is more, it is there. We are using the different varieties of the vehicles in our daily life, and through the factories and through the vehicles, here large amount of the pollutants like carbon dioxide, sulfur dioxide, and nitrogen dioxide, carbon monoxide, right? The pollutants, it will be released from the vehicles. Right? Later, these pollutants, it will be mixed with the rainwater. When these pollutants, when it is mixed with the rainwater, they will be turned into acidic solutions. Now let us discuss here. See, one of the pollutants, carbon dioxide, when it is mixed with the rainwater, it will be turned into carbonic acid. Okay? When sulfur dioxide, when it is mixed with the rain, it will be converted into sulfuric acid. And the next one, that is nitrogen dioxide. When it is react with the rainwater, it will be converted into nitric acid. In this manner, these pollutants, they will be mixed with the rainwater, and after mixing, they will be converted into the respective acids such as carbonic acid, sulfuric acid, and nitric acid. These acids, they will be come through the earth in the form of a rain. These acids, it will be mixed with the rainwater, and they will be come to the earth in the form of a rain. So this rain we are calling as the acid rain. Okay, acid rain is nothing but the rain which contains the excess amount of the acids. Dear children, here acid rain, it will be affect the monuments. Example you can consider, that is Taj Mahal. Here Taj Mahal, it is losing its luster because of the acid rains. Here the factories which are near of the Taj Mahal, they are producing the lot of the pollutants. That pollutants, it will be mixed with the rainwater. They will come in the form of acid rain. So when this acid rain, when it is fall on the Taj Mahal or when it is fall on any monument, they will be starts to lose their luster, or they will starts to lose their shining. They will become corrosive. Means they are losing their shining or appearance. They will be loose. So here the effect of the acid rain, it will be affect the monuments, and also it will affect the buildings also. This is about the acid rain. Yes, dear children, by learning all these concepts, we will wind up our today's session. Dear children, before going to wind up our class, once again we will recall what we have learned in this class. In this class, we have learned regarding the three kinds of the natural indicators and one of the synthetic indicator we have learned, right? Regarding the litmus paper and the turmeric indicator, later China rose indicator. At last, we have discussed about the phenolphthalein indicator, right? So here, what is the effect of these indicators in acidic solution and basic solutions? We have discussed. Okay. At last,